Hello everybody, and welcome to my video of the NASCAR Purell Cup Series Season 1 schedule. This schedule is a unique one that I think will decipher for most stop-motion series, and all but a few tracks at the end are either existent or have existed in the past, and will make good tracks here for the series. So, yep. So, the first race I have will be at Daytona International Speedway, and the reason why I put this on the schedule personally is because every season of NASCAR that I've seen starts with the Daytona 500 around my birthday, and next year, the Daytona 500 will fall on Valentine's Day, which is also my birthday. So, I have 3 holidays to celebrate next year in one: Valentine's Day / birthday / Daytona Day. Yay! And busy. Race 2 will be at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway at Bullring. So you can see 3. This is a multi-facilitized racing thing. You have the big giant road course there in the middle, which has many different layouts. You have the main NASCAR circuit as the third one, and then the little highlighted one at the bottom is the dirt track, also known as the Bullring. And a little dirt short track action can never hurt. So that's why it is race 2. Race 3 for convenience is Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Race 4 is Phoenix Raceway. It doesn't race like an intermediate track, but it doesn't race like a short track, if that makes any sense. And that's why it's on the schedule. Race 5 is Irwindale Speedway, and in the image you can see there's an inner circuit and an outer circuit, and the outer circuit is the one that they're going to be racing. Race 6 is Berlin Raceway, and the reason why this one's on the schedule is because it deserves a little more recognition than it already gets. It only gets one big name date a year, and that is the Arca Menard Series Premier Plastics 200. And I went there back in 2018 for the Primera Plastics 200 because it's so local to me. It's my home track. Race 7, just for convenience, is Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. And the little Michigan International Speedway action shouldn't hurt. Race 8 is Texas World Speedway, and here in the map you can see the Roval circuit, but they're going to be racing the oval circuit for sure. Race 9 is Darlington Raceway, and instead of a night race, I've decided it's going to be a day race. Race 10 is Walt Disney World Raceway, and as I said before, any of the tracks but a few at the end are either still existent or have existed in the past. Race 11 is the return to Rockingham. Race 12 is Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then after 1 week off is the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval. And the reason why I've waited 1 week in between is that the track creators have time to, or I, being track creator, have time to make a Roval version of Charlotte Motor Speedway. So that we can race Charlotte Motor Speedway and Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval after the 1 week hiatus. Race 14 is Homestead Miami Speedway, and Homestead is just but I put it on the schedule because it's still fun to see from time to time. 2014. Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon. Race 15 is International Date Race 1 of 2. This is the Canadian date at Montreal. This track used to be raced by the Xfinity Series back in the early 2000s, back when it was still called the Nationwide Series. And that is why it's on the schedule. Race 16 is Nashville Superspeedway, and the last race from the Xfinity Series was in 2011. Race 17 is Martinsville, and you gotta go to Martinsville. Race 18 is Longhorn Speedway, and this track used to exist. Doesn't exist no more. but it is known as the Longhorn Bowl for reasons of it being very treacherous. Race 19 is Richmond International Raceway for a day race. Not a night race, but a day race. Race 20 is Greenville Pickens Speedway, and Greenville Pickens Speedway returns from being left off of the Cup Series schedule from 1987. Nazareth Speedway reopens for one race, and one race only, for the NASCAR Purell Cup Series. Race 22 is Dover International Speedway. Race 23 is Kansas Speedway, and I was really deciding on whether to put this one on the schedule or just remove or not have it all together, because the racing there is just it's a very it's just Race 24 is the Pocono Road Course. This will be a new circuit at a familiar venue type of deal. Kind of like back in 2018 when we had the Roval race being very unexpected, where it was just abrupt. NASCAR needed a replacement race because one of the dates had been canceled due to an incident where they had to close the track early for the year, I think is what I read. So, yep. Race 25 is Chicagoland Speedway, and again, it's Chicagoland Speedway is And Race 26 is Kentucky Speedway, and it's but I put it on the schedule anyway, because if we didn't have that, the Kentucky, Kansas, and Chicago fans would be without their NASCAR. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is on the schedule because without New Hampshire Motor Speedway, NASCAR would not get a date in New Hampshire. Race 28 is Bristol Motor Speedway, and you have to go to this high-speed short track because it's mandatory. Race 29 is Texas Motor Speedway, another intermediate track that deserves a date. Race 30 is Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, and the reason why this one is on the schedule is because it's something new that's never been done before in stop motion. Race 31 is Iowa, and this one has been done before a few times in stop motion as IndyCar stop motions, but not NASCAR stop motions, so this will be the first one. Race 32 is Eldora Speedway, and this one's been done a couple of times. I know a Canadian guy or a YouTube guy did a truck series race here, and then Eric Estep did 2 EE Cup Series events here. Race 33 is Lucas Oil Raceway, a nice little short track here. Race 34 is Madison International Speedway. This will be a nice little date I can give the fans in Oregon something to woo about. Race 35 is more dirt track racing at Illinois State Fairgrounds Speedway. Race 36 is a new venue for stop motion making, Heartland Park, Topeka. Race 37 will be international date number 2 out of 2, and this one will be for that whole 2 international race date thing, and this one is the Mexican date. Race 38 is the night race date for Berlin Raceway. Race 39 is Worldwide Technologies Raceway Park at Gateway. Well, that was a mouthful. Anyhow, the reason why I've added this track to the schedule is because I've seen some IndyCar racing there, and I've seen some NASCAR, some truck series racing there, and it's pretty good. a pretty good facility, and I believe that this one and Darlington Inspired were the tracks that will be featured later on the schedule, but it is a fantasy track, so. No, 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 no. Sorry, everybody, for this technical difficulty. Race 40 will be at Palmer Motorsports Park. This one will give the Purell Cup Series drivers a challenge, something new, and something new to the stop-motion world. Race 41, same deal here as Race 40, where it'll be a challenge to the drivers in the Purell Cup Series and a new deal here. Race 42, and this is where we start into the fantasy tracks, is Laquan Speedway. And I made this track myself, but this one is still going to get a international date. This one, you could see the straightaways are made of I like to call it a reverse Martinsville because the straightaways are a sandy color to represent them being made out of concrete. Turns 1 and 2 have like light asphalt, and then turns 3 and 4 have that heavy asphalt. Race 43 is Grand Valley Speedway, and yes, Grand Valley Speedway from the Gran Turismo series of video games. This one will be on the NASCAR Purell Cup Series schedule, along with Super Speedway from Gran Turismo 2 and Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Hey, it's stop motion, you can do anything. Race 45 will be Midfield Raceway from Gran Turismo 2 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Sport. And the reason why I put this one on the schedule is because it's a nice track, nice facility. It's in the Gran Turismo series, and it's got some elevation to it and some tunnels. And for the finale, we have a night race at Rockingham. So, yep. Oh, and thank you all for 20 subscribers. This is the most I've ever had on YouTube. I've had other channels that have died out. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, but all my other channels that are still running are 3 of them. Gaming with Beefy, this one, obviously, and Barb Cleaves, which is a YouTube channel that my granny has that she allows me to post upon, as long as this video is under 3 minutes. But yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for a 20 subscriber special that I have planned for a couple of days. So thank you, and goodbye.